Hey there everybody, here I am sitting in the Walmart parking lot because I am in desperate need of some allergy meds. But rather than just wait for them to open and sit here, I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to share a lesson with you. So here's our life lesson from the Walmart parking lot. It's going to be about fearless and being fearless. So when we look at that word fearless, what does it mean? Well, as you would expect, having no fear or being without fear. And I'm somebody who believes that fearlessness is something that you can practice, a skill that you can gain, a skill that you can earn if you work at it. So how do we become fearless? How do we work at being fearless, or how do we work at fearlessness and acquiring that skill? Well, the best way that I can think of is facing your fears head on, whatever it might be. Maybe it's time, maybe it's public speaking, maybe it's spiders, maybe it's ghosts. Whatever your fear is, ask yourself what it is, figure out what you're afraid of, and just count down from 5 and attack that fear. Sometimes when we think about the future, when we think about our fears, it causes us to be paralyzed and we don't take any action, and we sit in that depression and that anxiety of that fear for much longer than if we would have just faced it head on. So that's one thing that you could do. Count down from 5 and go ahead and attack it. Use that and think about the story of the buffalo and the cow. So when a storm is coming, there's 2 options. The cow, for instance, runs away from the storm. But because it runs away from the storm, because it runs away from its fears, you can't stop that storm from coming. The storm still comes, but the cow is sitting in that storm, just like how you would be sitting in your anxiety and your depression of that fear for a much longer period of time than if you would have faced it head on. The buffalo faces that storm head on and runs right through it, and before you know it, it's over. The buffalo doesn't think about it, and it's overcome that fear. So use that story as an example when it comes to facing your fears. Another one I like to share is of myself. So I've always been somebody who's been shy and quiet, and growing up, I've always been afraid of public speaking or speaking in front of people. And actually, this is kind of funny. Well, it's not funny, but anyway, in college, I had a public speaking course, and it was only a semester long, and I hated that course. But I got mono during that time, and I didn't even have to go to that class at all, and I still ended up with an A. But in my opinion, that's kind of like a cop-out. I was running from my fears, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to escape that fear of public speaking. And eventually, I got this job at Summers Fitness, and I'm standing up to my fear every single day. And it was really hard at first, but just like the story of the cow and the buffalo, I had to face it head on. And what do you know? Here I am. I'm still speaking in front of people every single day. I don't even think about it. I'm not even afraid of it anymore. And here I am making videos a couple times a week too. So think about that as you go through your week and your day. And as you face your fears, first identify what your fear is. The second thing is just find out ways that you can face it head on, because you're going to overcome that fear. You're not going to sit in that fear. You're not going to be able to run away from that fear. So why not just face it head on, overcome it, learn that skill, and become a better version of yourself. All right. Hopefully this helps. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.